W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins, narrated by Patrick Tull and Ian Stewart. Introduction narrated by Val McDermid.
Few writers can be credited with inventing a subgenre of fiction, but Wilkie Collins, author of The Moonstone, can justifiably lay claim to two. His groundbreaking The Woman in White created the hugely popular genre of sensation fiction with its melodramatic twist on Gothic romance. And then he published the first English detective novel. The influence of The Moonstone can readily be identified still, more than 150 years later. T.S. Eliot famously called the book the first, the longest, and the best of modern English detective novels in a genre invented by Collins and not by Poe. In 1927, when he wrote this, it would have been possible, but not straightforward, to challenge that assessment. Around the same time, Dorothy L. Sayers maintained it was probably the finest detective story ever written. But probably the reason The Moonstone has remained such a monument in the landscape is what in that same essay T.S. Eliot called the intangible human element. It's this common ground that goes some way towards explaining both the friendship and the professional collaborations between Collins and Charles Dickens, whose cleaving to the human element is what has made his work so perennially popular. Collins said, "We saw each other every day, and were as fond of each other as men could be. They worked together on tour and in the theatre. They collaborated on stage works, and it was Dickens who serialised The Moonstone in his magazine All the Year Round between January and August 1868. Much like a modern-day box set, the whole novel was published as a 3-volume set a few weeks before the final instalment, when the desire among readers to discover the solution was at its most feverish. It was a runaway success. And in another precursor of adaptation for film and TV, Collins adapted his novel for the stage. The novel sets the template for thousands of subsequent detective novels. The moonstone of the title is a priceless diamond with religious significance, what Alfred Hitchcock christened the MacGuffin, namely the object which serves as the trigger for the plot. The book opens with a violent colonial conflict in India, where the wicked uncle of Rachel Verinder sheds blood to steal the diamond from a Hindu temple and takes it back to England. We learn that a trio of priests charged with protecting the diamond will go to any lengths to recover it. The Moonstone is a legacy presented to Rachel on her 18th birthday, and is promptly stolen on the same night.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?